She's back. Chef Anne Burrell hoping to lead a group of contestants towards culinary success in the new season of Worst Cooks in America Spoiled Rotten. It follows 16 contestants that have never successfully cooked a meal. Anne's got her work cut out for her. She's here too with a demonstration with one of her favorite dishes. Nice to see you again. So, I mean, what do you consider a worst cook?
You know, every season when we get a new batch of recruits in, I always warn my co-host, I'm like, just wait, you're not going to be ready for this. And they look at me and they're like, Anne, what is happening here?
How could it be that
like every single season, I think I'm prepared for it, and I'm shocked by what these people do for food.
But then you have the tagline, spoiled rotten, which leads me to believe what?
So these people are not only kitchen challenged, but they're kind of spoiled in life.
How dare they?
So, you know, it's a little bit of a double whammy. So we really extra had our work cut out for us this year. They're not used to kind of doing anything for themselves. And it was like, all right, you don't have to do the dishes here, but you got to go get your ingredients. You have to do your own mise en place. You have to do the recipes as we are teaching them. And I tell them, we are not trying to trick you. We're going to give you all the information that you need, but it is up to you to use the tools that I'm giving you.
This is such a fun show to watch. Does anybody win anything? What happens at the end? They can cook. So
hopefully. Hopefully. This season, it's myself and Chef Tiffany Derry who each get a team of what I like to call lovable losers. And we put them through a series of challenges and games. And at the end, there are 2 recruits left standing, and they do a 3-course, what we hope is a restaurant quality meal for a panel of culinary experts. So it's a blind tasting, and the winner is decided by those judges, and they win $25,000.
Wow.
It's a big payoff. We ask them to do a lot, but it's a big payoff at the end, and they get life skills. You know, like when I tell people on day 1, I know we're making a TV show here, but whether you are here for a little time or a long time, this show will change your life in terms of cooking and your appreciation of food.
Can you give us like a little something of some of your favorite recipes? By the way, everything smells delicious this morning.
So I was thinking about, you know, what I wanted to cook with you, and I know, you know, Fresco by Scotto, one of our classic favorite Italian restaurants. So I decided to stick in that vein, and we are making one of my favorite wintertime pasta dishes, a sweet and spicy sausage ragu. You know, it's hearty, it's stick to your ribs, it's like what you want on like a cozy Sunday night, you know.
We needed it with all this rain and snow some people got. And
so it's a very classic ragu. I've started off with a sofrito of fennel, onions, celery, and I browned it. Like, what do we say? Brown food tastes good. I put in about equal amounts sweet Italian sausage and spicy Italian sausage, and we're browning that as well. Then we add in a whole bunch of tomato paste. When I make a ragu, I'm a big tomato paster. I like that really concentrated tomato flavor. And then we do lots of wine, and water. And then cook it down. It's like whenever I'm making a ragu, I always say it's like the dance. It's add water and reduce, and add water and reduce. And it's like you taste it when you first put it together, and then you taste it a half an hour in, an hour in, and you just feel the difference of it and how it all comes together.
I feel like this dish is not for like a worst cook who's just getting started. This is more of like somebody who knows how to cook and like doesn't know what they're going to make tonight. This is a great recipe.
Well, this recipe is also not something like I have a half an hour to whip together dinner. This is like a 4-hour Sunday, cook it all day.
Perfect.
And you know, when people come over for dinner and they walk in your house and they're like,
yes.
And I always recommend when you're making a dish like this, make a lot of it, you know, because then you can freeze half of it or whatever and pull it out, you know, in a couple of weeks, and you're like, oh, and you don't have to go through all that.
But
I do love the idea of a Sunday, though, when you're stirring the sauce and
we do that in our families. So
right?
is this what it looks like after it's cooked down a little bit?
Yes. So this has been cooking for about 4 hours or so.
Okay.
And then we have pasta that we have cooked. You want to just toss that in there for me? Yes, please. I think you're well versed in that. Yes. And then we have saved some of our pasta cooking water, so add about maybe half that in there. Okay. Okay. Great. And then so we'll just stir all of this together. Okay. And so, I mean, this is also, it doesn't matter what kind of pasta you're making, whether it's a long cooking sauce or a quick cooking sauce, you must cook your pasta and your sauce together. You know this. Yes. Because you just don't dump the sauce
You got to marry them together. Yes. It's a wedding.
Exactly. So right now I say, you know, when you get the pasta and the sauce together, you toss it together, you cook it together. Right now they're just dating. The marriage that holds, the glue that holds that marriage together is finishing your pasta with some grated Parmesan cheese and some olive oil. So go ahead, cheese me up. You can use your hands. Okay. Like get right in there.
I didn't want to do that. But, you know, Chef, I saw you brought like a lemon curd tart.
Yes.
And some beautiful cannellini beans and
Swiss chard and turnips. There we go. That's plenty of cheese. Now give me a big drizzle of olive oil. So this really sets the texture. This finishes the dish. And this is the glue that holds this dish together. And then you stir it together with verve. Right, there you go. It is gorgeous. It smells delicious. And here we have for you to taste.
Thank you.
There we go.
I appreciate it. Hey, listen, is it every Sunday night on the Food Network?
Every Sunday night at 8 o'clock on the Food Network. Yeah. Last night we premiered, and so catch us every Sunday night for the next few weeks.
So good. Thank you.
All right.
That was good.
Thank you. Don't talk with your mouth off.
Oh, no, I can't help it. Check her out. Worst Chefs of America, in America.
Right.
On Food Network, Sunday nights, 8 o'clock.